We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
So the other day, Donald Trump had his first major sit-down Oval Office interview with a major media outlet. And to no one's surprise, of course, it is Fox News. The one major network that's never going to give him any pushback, never going to ask him a tough question, you name it. So in this interview, it's with Sean Hannity. Of course it's Hannity, his Trump's biggest ass kisser. Hannity offers Donald Trump a chance to, ask, kind of answer for some of the decisions he's already made in just his first 2 days, such as the pardoning of insurrectionists, the pardoning of a convicted drug lord, stripping citizens of their Constitution-protected rights, and look, like any interview with Donald Trump, it goes off the rails quickly, and it just devolves into nothing but just streamlined cases of grievances with Donald Trump. Just woe is me, everybody's mean to me, all while being extremely mean to anybody around him. Look, Donald Trump is going to be the next Ronald Reagan, where he just dissolves right before our eyes. The dementia, which is already kicking in, where we're going to start seeing less and less of him in the coming months, weeks, maybe it may be 1 year, it may be 2 years from now. It's going to happen. We saw it with Ronald Reagan. We've already been seeing it with Trump. We saw it on the final few weeks to the election. The canceled 60 Minutes interview, canceled several other major interviews with media outlets, and he stick to. We saw the one event where he literally called off questioning with 37 minutes left and just swayed to elevator music for 37 minutes. And it still is appalling to this day how all media outlets covered that whole thing up because they wanted to protect and stainwash Donald Trump. But without much ado, let's get into the clip, shall we? Let's watch the first question that Sean Hannity asked President Trump about: will his attorney generals investigate these people who brought these grievances against Donald Trump? Let's watch.
He pardoned everybody, but he didn't pardon himself. And remember this, those people that he pardoned are now mandated, because they got a pardon, to testify, and they can't take the fifth.
Should Congress investigate that?
I think we'll let Congress decide.
Would you want the Attorney General to investigate it?
You know, I was always against that with presidents and Hillary Clinton. I could have had Hillary Clinton a big number done on her.
Have you changed your mind?
And I didn't want to. Well, I went through 4 years of hell by this scum that we had to deal with. I went through 4 years of hell. I spent millions of dollars in legal fees, and I won. But I did it the hard way. It's really hard to say that they shouldn't have to go through it also. It is very hard to say that. Joe Biden, remember this, Joe Biden got very bad advice because, like he has in everything.
Hunter's laptop.
He got bad advice on Ukraine. He got bad advice that war should have never started. He got bad advice on Israel. He got bad advice on the way he got out of Afghanistan. We should have gotten out with strength and dignity, not like a bunch of losers. Joe Biden has very bad advisors. Somebody advised Joe Biden to give pardons to everybody but him. They wanted to take care of. Yeah, but Sean, they wanted to. I don't care.
They're yelling at me.
This is more important because right now the economy is going to do great.
I want to know about
I'm here, so the economy. But you have to understand, he had bad advisors on almost everything.
Even Sean Hannity notices that this is not doing Trump any favors and tries to steer Donald Trump into a different direction with an easy question about the economy, and Donald Trump responds with a "I don't care." Does Donald Trump truly not care about the economy? Most likely he doesn't care, knowing his track record. We all know the presidency was all about stay out of prison card, but Sean Hannity recognizes, like, dude, this is not a good look. Wow, we got to move on to the next topic here. This is not looking good for you. And but of course, Trump doesn't care about imaging. He knows his supporters are going to believe anything he says, and they're going to make excuses for him every step of the way. Even though we know Trump is in full-on dementia mode right now. Sean Hannity notices like this. This is a bad look for Trump. Tries to save Donald Trump. Like, dude, we need to move on. You are a bumbling, fumbling idiot. Of course, he's not going to say that because he doesn't want to trigger Donald Trump's little feelings. But he's giving Donald Trump a chance to show, like, hey, how are you going to come through on your promises to people, whether they voted for you or not, on making their lives better? The economy, the lowering inflation, lowering the prices of goods, which was a major promise of you, lowering prices of everyday goods, especially eggs and gas, which Donald Trump was promised on day one would be 99 cents per dozen and $1.99 per gallon of gas. Of course, none of that's happened because we all know Donald Trump doesn't give two shits about lowering that prices. Brings up the Russian-Ukraine war, which tries to blame on Biden when Donald Trump started that war because he was soft on Putin when he was president in his first term. And we all know Putin isn't going to listen to Donald Trump because he controls Donald Trump. Tries to blame Joe Biden for Afghanistan withdrawal when Trump's the one that signed the agreement with the Taliban. It was Trump who in that contract wrote that we would leave military bases behind, we would leave behind equipment. It was Donald Trump who made those agreements with the Taliban. It was Donald Trump who released 5,000 of their fighters back onto the battlefield. It was Donald Trump who released their leader and co-founder from prison. And that same guy, by the way, is now the current president, dictator more like it, of Afghanistan right now. But that's always what it is with Trump. He makes bad deals, bad decisions, and he blames everybody for his failures. That's why pretty much every single person in his cabinet the first time around either resigned or fired because Donald Trump blamed them for his failures. And we've already seen it firsthand. In fact, Ramaswamy, on day one already backed out and resigned. And we might as well just take bets right now. Who's going to be the first one? Who's the next one that's going to either get fired or resign from Trump's cabinet? Leave a comment down in the comment section. Who do you think is going to be the next one that Trump fires or resigns because they can't deal with Trump's bullshit? With that, have a nice day.